I don't think I look super stoned, but I look super stoned. Do I always look super stoned?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's fine.
Meow, meow, meow. Do you want to start?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
I'm FoxxC.
I'm Kitty.
This is
FoxxC Kitty Adventures.
And it's Tuesday, and you know what that means.
Cheap Tuesday movie night.
Yeah, and we went and saw. We actually had to flip a coin because we were unsure of what we would see this week.
Yeah, so it was between Venom.
Venom and A Star is Born.
Yep. I am very happy that it was A Star is Born.
Yeah.
It was great. It was, oh my god.
Interesting connection between the two movies. They both have the same cinematographer.
Yeah.
Who we'll talk about in a minute. Matthew Libatique, who's great. We'll get to that in a second. So your thoughts about the movie?
A lot of it really hit home, especially at the end. It was like home to me. It had everything. I don't know. It was.
I thought it was fantastic. Hollywood has had 4 cracks at this, and they really did a phenomenal job of making this movie. From the cast to the crew to the post-production stuff.
Editing. Yeah.
One of the best first act turning points I've seen in modern cinema.
Yeah.
Lighting, I could probably sit here and talk for an hour about just the technical aspects of scene by scene, what I loved about this movie.
And the feeling that they portrayed.
Yeah, and how they used all of that stuff to get meaning and emotion and story across.
Yep.
And that would do a massive disservice to how vibrant the cast was.
Oh yeah. And it was perfectly done cast and lighting. It was just like made for each other.
Yeah. And they broadened the scope of a classic Hollywood story. So, like, to give context, if you haven't read up on this, this movie was made in 37, 54, and 76 with various stars. So Judy Garland has been in it. Barbara Streisand was in it, across from Chris Christopherson in the 70s. And now it's Lady Gaga and the director and star Bradley Cooper. And you want to talk about them?
I have kind of always idolized Lady Gaga, but not like, oh, she's great, but she's had a lot of things in her life that coincided with mine. We have the exact same birth date and year.
Oh, that's cool.
We were both born on March 28th, 1986. So, yeah, it was...
They could have made this movie with Taylor Swift, and it would have been good. But it would not have been this good.
Yeah. I'm floored by the acting. I was...
Mm-hmm. And just like Lady Gaga's personality, what it gives and what her kind of culture gives to this film takes it away from the range of, I think, that classic Hollywood.
Yeah.
And makes it something different. And that's really, I think, was the strongest casting choice they could have made. It
doesn't feel like they're trying to appeal to millennials or anything. Mm-hmm. It feels like this is normal. This is, you've experienced.
It's broad culture of people living their lives and coming across things that they're fascinated by. And I think that was what really hooked me in the first couple of minutes.
Oh my god, yeah, right away.
How they did that. Bradley Cooper, I think, did a great job.
Yep, definitely. All the feels, the chemistry between them were pretty. Whew.
Yeah. and I think as I was doing my notes for this, I saw kind of part of a review that said he kind of fades in the last half, and I was thinking about that as we were kind of coming to do this, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think that's the case. I think that the character is deliberately portrayed that way. Mm-hmm. By the filmmakers as part of his story arc, and so it didn't really bother me that much. I thought every scene that he was in, he was excellent.
Yep. Understanding the side of that he was on, like I've been around people that were in his position.
Mm-hmm.
They also don't want to push things on others, so they themselves actually withdraw.
And
so
internalize.
It fit. It actually fit with how a person would really react, especially going down the path that he ended up going down, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is, obviously, this is a tragic love story.
It is, but
we won't totally spoil it.
No spoiler.
But yeah, I think that, yeah, we'll go on with some more of the cast here, because that is, I think we should also mention, because Bradley Cooper wrote and directed this, co-wrote with Eric Roth, who wrote Forrest Gump, who wrote Ali Munich. Like, this is a heavyweight Hollywood movie. It's no surprise that it was so good. But
makeup was
that was V. Neal from Face Off, who I love. V. Neal's fantastic. So I saw that in the credits and I was like geeking out a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll stick with some of the other appearances that I thought were really good. Sam Elliott plays Bobby. He, not to really spoil the movie, that's someone close to Bradley Cooper's Jack. And if you're familiar with Sam Elliott, he plays that cowboy kind of.
He does voices
with the mustache
too.
And, voice actor.
He was on Jimmy Fallon, and he read out Lady Gaga's lyrics. It was very amusing.
He was great. I thought Dave Chappelle has a little bit part in this, and you didn't even realize it was him.
No, I didn't. No.
And I almost didn't realize it. It took a couple seconds. Like, his trademark smile was kind of in there for a moment, and I'm like, oh, definitely. But he played a non-comedic character who had kind of like an honest humor to him.
Yeah.
Like a very natural kind of humor. And I think it played perfectly with the scene, the short part of the film he was in, and
the emotion that he portrayed.
Yeah,
it was nice and warm and like, hey, this is my family.
Yeah, it was really skilled, mature acting, so that was cool. I thought Rafi Gavron as Rez Gavron, who becomes Ali, who's Lady Gaga, Ali's producer, he did a really good job there too. Like, he wasn't super slimy, but he was also
He's open-minded too, right? He's like, okay, we'll try this. And then he would, okay, this works.
But he was also like, there was that like control.
Intense moments.
And like that aspect of the industry was definitely touched upon. So I think it did a good job of balancing that out with having a real human character.
Yeah.
That was cool. I think that those are all the people that I wrote down for the cast. But the cast
was varied
was diverse,
and oh my god, amazing.
And
there's
very
too many
well
names for me to.
Yeah, diverse and very well performed. Go look them up. Go see the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Go see it Friday date night. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good date movie.
Well, you ruined our ending.
No, I didn't.
Kind of. The people will know.
I don't know. I'm confused. I'll learn later, won't I? Yeah. And I'll feel silly. Okay.
You say your rating for the end.
Oh, sure. You teach me now, and now I feel silly during the video.
That's perfect.
Screw you.
A Star is Born. Okay, so I want to talk about how good the specifically cinematography and editing were in this film. The director of photography, Matthew Libatique, did Requiem for a Dream. He did Black Swan. The camera work was breathtaking. Every scene
held emotion
and just like the movement.
Yeah.
And there's the scene where they introduce Sam Elliott's character. They cut from them talking about Bobby in relation to Jack, and tell Bobby.
Yep.
And it comes from like a crane shot overhead as he walks out of his trailer, and you don't see his face. You just see him from the top, and then you see him from the back kind of slope his way down towards the stage where Bradley Cooper is doing sound check with his guitar, and you're still just focused on the man on stage. And then they have this interaction, and then it does the reverse shot of Sam Elliott, and it's just like, and the first act turning point where they do this this introduction of Allie's character to like the stage world, the lighting and the timing of the edit, and just the way it draws out emotion, and yeah, I can't actually say more about it. I see a lot of movies, and I was sitting on the edge of my seat,
Yep.
being like, when's this gonna do the thing that I know it has to do, but I feel like it still might not happen. And to get that kind of emotion in a movie,
that's harder and harder to do. And agree.
For all my film school nerds who I hope will watch this, the first act turning point in this film is astounding, and you'll know it exactly when you see it. I'm geeking out about that. So Jay Cassidy was the editor. He did American Hustle. He did Fury. He did Into the Wild. I liked Fury. I actually really liked the editing in Fury as well. I didn't like all of that movie, but anyways, this one he did a great. It's great when you notice good editing, and that was what set this film apart. And I mean Hollywood heavyweight movie, but
when you notice it while your heart's going, it's like you're breaking it down. It's like you notice everything all at once. And it just makes it all more intense.
Yeah, right?
It's like what's going to happen? What's this light mean?
Even though you know what's going to happen. Like,
you don't know how.
Yeah. And you know there are movies like I've been watching movies for my whole life, and I've been writing for the screen for several years now, and there are movies where like you'll sit down and you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what's going to happen, and it happens, and it's not you're not emotionally connected.
That's how I feel about MLP.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
But
that's written for kids, though.
I know, but so many people get emotionally connected, and I just don't get it.
The tangent.
What is it?
I was gonna go and say a lot of horror movies. I think that's why people have trouble with them, is because they're like, we know what's gonna happen, and we're not really emotionally connected.
Horror movies play on it, though.
Yeah,
like
then it becomes like Scream and stuff.
But this one is not.
This film, even though you know what's going to happen for most of it, you still feel all of the emotion they want you to feel. Yeah. And that, I think, is what sets this apart as a technical film. And from that standpoint alone, I would go see this movie. And let's talk about the music.
Oh my god. I liked it.
You liked it. Would you listen to this? Would you listen to the soundtrack?
Yeah. I'm thinking about like trying to sing it later. The Shallow.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah.
I really like it. So that's kind of like the Shallow is, I guess, the single from this movie.
The cinematography and lighting throughout the whole part.
Are we talking the beginning or the end?
When they're together on stage.
Oh yeah.
Your chest. It feels like you're on a literal roller coaster. My chest lifted and then just dropped hard, and it was like, this is weird. Like, it's not, you don't experience that a lot.
Yeah. Lady Gaga's voice, though, too. I think she just hits the notes that
I'm
hit
glad
the
they
emotion.
Started with the song they started with her.
Yeah, and it was a cappella, and the way that they developed her character's arc was really interesting along the musical line.
She was just allowed.
Yeah. To explore, and that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. Sitting in the theater and just hearing the notes. Man, I just want to keep talking about how they did cool stuff with the camera and like mirrors and shit. I could do this forever. I should just like not. I should stop talking.
You'll break apart the movie.
It was so good. Go see it. Okay.
If he had a tail, it would be going swish, 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 swish.
You just can't see it.
You need something to go.
Production design, Karen Murphy. Murphy was the production designer.
Mm.
And I guess I can talk about some of that stuff in here.
Yeah.
This is an every frame a painting type of movie, and production design has a lot to do with that. And I just want to shout out because they don't often get a lot of shout outs.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that's not talked about a lot. Yeah,
No.
right.
Yeah, lighting and the way set deck was
Do we
done.
know if any of it was filmed in BC or not?
I did not look that up because I was being
Look
lazy.
it up. You're just using my phone, and we also had a lot of things going on.
It's busy. There are cats running around distracting us as we speak.
And being sucky sweeties beforehand that we just couldn't put ourselves away from them.
You're such a cat parent.
I know. Come on, Bobos.
We have to do a rating now. And I mean, like, I guess you guys know what we're going to say because you already read it. And like, we're gushing.
Yeah.
Gushing. And I feel almost like a sellout for saying go see
Open.
a Hollywood movie on opening night that's going to make $1 billion, but go see a Hollywood movie on opening night that's going to make $1 billion.
Well, this is definitely go this Friday for a date night because that's.
I might see it again if I can afford to.
Yeah. But
I'd pay full price after paying half price. I would pay full price again to see this movie.
it was absolutely yes.
Yeah.
There's...
I will probably buy it when it comes out, and I almost never buy movies.
Yep.
Just so I can have it there and watch it over and over again and be like, this shot, this shot, this shot.
This is one of those movies where, like, eventually when it's a cold and rainy day and the power goes out and all you have like a DVD player or something, you have it on DVD. Like, I did this with Sound of Music, Pitch Perfect, and various other... like
musicals.
Yeah, but it was perfect, and this would also work for that too. It's definitely a play in the background to listen to as you're doing chores too.
Maybe. I don't know if I could do that. If I put this movie on, I just want to watch every freaking frame.
Oh yeah.
Every frame. It was riveting. I did not want to take my eyes away.
I had to. There was a part that I had to get up because I drank almost 2 liters beforehand. Didn't have to go. I didn't have to go through 80% of the movie.
Then you missed like
5 minutes.
an important 5 minutes.
Yeah. But it wasn't as important as the part before, which I'm glad I waited for, but I may have a bladder infection. Worth it.
I don't know. Maybe we'll cut that part.
Oh, it's worth it.
That's it, folks. Our new rating system. Worth a bladder infection.
Wear a diaper. Yeah, that's the ratings.
Wear
Bladder
a diaper.
infection. Wear a
Go pay full price.
Yeah.
Should have seen it opening night.
Oh yeah.
Definitely worth
see it
Tuesday.
twice. Yeah.
See it when it comes out on Netflix.
Yep.
Just leave it on repeat on Netflix. And maybe if you just like loop the first half, you could bone to it.
Yeah, okay. You think I'm random?
Well, that's our rating system.
Oh my god. I love you. This is awesome.
Alright, I think we're done.
Are we?
Alright, do you want to say anything else?
Yes.
Oh,
We have an outro.
Oh yeah, right. We have to say goodbye.
So long, farewell.
Avita saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night, YouTube. I'm FoxxC.
I'm Kitty.
This is Cheap Tuesday at the Movies.
With FoxxC and Kitty Adventures.
And if you liked our stuff, please like and subscribe
Yes.
and share with your friends.
And hit the bell icon for more updates when we come out. So
Which is weekly,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah. All right.
Check out our other channel as well, FoxxC and Kitty Get Weird. We have our second interview up already.
Yep. Now I got my Twitter and your Instagram. It'll all be down below. So.
I need to start Instagramming more. Show you people my beautiful life.
His beautiful face.
Maybe. I need someone else to do that
Right.
for me.
Frame.